Outpatient Radiology Scottsbluff is proud to give the residents of Western Nebraska a choice for their imaging. As members of this community, the health and well-being of our neighbors deeply matter to us. All exams are performed in Scottsbluff by our highly trained and registered technologists, and most studies will be read by Scottsbluff native and board-certified radiologist Dr. Michael Young. We are with you every step of the way, ensuring excellent imaging and individualized care. Outpatient Radiology Scottsbluff, focused on care, driven by excellence. Outpatient.
Spending some time this morning here with Hemingford Jr., Austin Benda, Bobcats distance specialist, coming off a strong cross-country season and hoping to continue that this spring in track. And I guess on that note, Austin, you've had a couple meets. You had a busy day last Saturday in Morrill, but just kind of give me a sense how you feel the season's going so far. It's been some hot weather, but do you feel that you're right where you want to be, or how do you feel you've run so far?
I feel like I've started off really good, especially since I came off of cross country with a broken fibula. I feel like I'm right where I need to be for my goals I have for the end of the year for state. Hopefully getting the state, I think I can just go out there and give it my best, and I think I'm right where I need to be right now.
A broken fibula?
Yeah.
Is that like a stress fracture you suffered?
It was like the doctor said it was probably a stress fracture leading up to state, and I fully broke it at the state meet, and yeah.
Did you feel that well?
Well, I kind of knew it was gonna hurt during the race, so I put some numbing cream on, and then I dumped some water on my leg at the end, and then I felt it after it washed off. So.
Did you have to go on the cast afterwards, or
I didn't?
I mean, you're obviously healed.
Yeah.
Now, right?
Yeah, I didn't have to go in a cast, but they didn't think it took them a long time to get an MRI in, so I didn't get in a boot or a cast. I never got casted, but I got booted after about 8 weeks of just walking in a brace. So it was about 12 or 13 weeks of recovery, and I was in a boot for the last 4 weeks. But the first 8 weeks, it took 7 weeks to get the MRI, and then they decided to boot me. So I was walking on it for a little too long. Probably could have got it healed a little bit faster with the boot.
Last year ended, you were at state in the 3,200.
Yep.
As we were talking a little bit before, that was kind of your specialty race, but you said this year it might be a different. I mean, you're going to run it, but this year you might specialize more in some other races.
I bet I'll be better this year in the 800 or the mile, just because since I lost all that time training, I'm not as aerobically fit as I would like to be, and I have a lot more speed than I do endurance right now.
Okay. You're 800 and up, obviously. What would you say is your favorite one to run? If you had a race, or is it a relay, or what do you enjoy running the most, I guess?
I would say the mile's my favorite, the 1600.
And what is it about that one in specific? Is it just you like the speed more? Or
I think it's just because the 2 mile, after a while, I mean, it's 8 laps. I mean, they kind of get tired after about lap 5 of doing that. And then the 800, I mean, it's over a little too fast for me. You have to be kind of smart in that one. And then the mile, it's perfect for me. I like the mile the most.
Especially in the mile or 2 mile, do you like being the rabbit, or do you just want to? Do you have certain times?
Yeah.
Are you someone who runs with a watch? Are you just trying to get your times?
I run with a watch, but I don't really use it a whole lot in the mile and 2 mile. I mean, I never look. I'll start it every once in a while, but I'll never look down at it. And I usually go out way too fast, and I end up being the one out in the front. But this year I'm gonna try to be a little more patient and sit back a little bit.
Be a little more strategic.
Yeah, just run it a little smarter than I did in the past.
Is there a favorite race that stands out in your mind? Maybe it doesn't have to be one that you won, but just maybe like a performance that you're most proud of, just in terms of how you ran that race. They probably all blend together, right?
Yeah. Last year, I ran at the Shattered Twilight meet in an 800, and it came down to me and a guy from Shadron. He started pulling way ahead of me in the last like 100 meters. He probably had a, like going into 100 meters, he probably had a 5-10 meter lead on me, and I just didn't let myself give up, and I somehow pushed my way down to ended up coming down to the finish line, and I think I just like barely leaned in and got him a little bit.
I hear you're kind of like almost like an intern in the athletic director's office.
Yeah.
That's something that you at least now might be interested in pursuing. What's kind of what got you interested, I guess, in that position?
Well, I just like kind of helping like the sports side of things. Like I want to be able to help like high school students and just be able to coach. I'm interested in being a coach, and I figured if I could get to a school, I could like be a teacher and coach at the same time, and then eventually work up to being an AD, and then be able to help all the athletes get what they need and help them as much as I can.